Hi, I'm Dave. Please watch. Hi, I'm Dave. Who's Dave? I am Dave. Please watch.
Hey guys, it's Dave. Another quick video for you. I've had a lot of people tell me that they are going to hold off on buying a home because they're going to wait for prices to come back down. And I've actually got 4 reasons why I don't think that's actually going to happen. And I'm advising everybody not to wait for prices to come down. I don't think that's going to happen. We might get a flattening. We might getting a cool down, but to actually see a drop or even a crash, as some people are saying, like we had back in 2008, I just don't see that happening. So let me give you these 4 reasons why I think you should not wait for prices to go down. Number 1, basically, is we are undersupplied. We have been building too few homes going back to the 2008 time. This is an article from Forbes. The housing shortage is worse than ever and will take a decade of record construction to fix, a new report says. So basically, we've just been underbuilding since 2007, 2008 when the crash happened, and it's going to take a long time to even get caught up on that. There's another article here, 5.5 million units, according to the Wall Street Journal, is what is needed in order to play catch up and have more of a balanced market, just from the number of homes that we need just for the population, let alone people who are afraid to list or whatever because of a pandemic. This is just the amount of homes, the amount of roofs needed to support our population. And then here is a study from the Joint Center of Housing Studies at Harvard. And this basically says, let me pull up this so you can read it a little bit better. This says, this is a study done for projections from 2018 to 2028. It's like a 10-year study for demand. And basically what they found was that they need basically 15 million over 10 years. 1.5 million homes per year need to be built in order to meet the demand for population growth, new household formations, immigration, all of that kind of stuff. 1.5 million new homes is what's needed. This was done back in 2018. And then here's what we're actually doing. This is the homes that have been built over that period of time. So here's like 2007 here. We were at the 1.5 million mark, which is what we need according to the 2018 study. And we don't even have a U-shaped drop or a V-shaped drop. We've got like a cliff and then a slow, gradual building of homes where we still haven't even hit the 1.5 yet. This is single family and rental properties. But this basically shows you we've been underbuilding for more than a decade. And I don't think that's going to be something that's going to help prices come down when you have 5.5 million fewer homes than what you need to support the population that's been growing over that time. So the second reason, I believe, is inflation. So we've got so much money into the system that's been printed over the last few years with the stimulus that they've been doing. Everybody's getting the $1,200 stimulus checks. We've got a supply chain issues. The CPI, the Consumer Price Index, year over year is up 5.3%. That's the highest it's been in a long time. They want inflation to be under 3. They want it right around 2, 2.5. And so you're seeing prices go up on all goods. Anything that you buy at the store, anything that you're shopping for, prices are going up. Shipping prices are going up. The container price to just get a container shipped from China has gone up about 400% over the last year. So you're seeing all of that happen, plus all of the stimulus, the money supply, the $1 trillion stimulus plans, and a $3.5 trillion budget being proposed that is going to drive prices up. And as everything else goes up, the housing prices will go up the same. There's no way around it. When you have that much money in the system, assets are going to rise with inflation. Now the dollar will shrink. If you're noticing you can get $50 bills out of the ATM now instead of 20s because a 20 doesn't go as far as it used to, then it's going to be the same thing. If 50 is the new 20, then 800,000 is the new 500,000 for home prices. Now that's exaggerating it a little bit, but you can see where we're going with that. The more money that's in the system, everything rises, and assets in particular are a hedge against inflation. Gold, people buy gold, silver, even crypto is now a big deal, Bitcoin and all of that, because they feel like it's a hedge against inflation. As the dollar becomes worth less, then assets become worth more, and a home is your biggest asset. It is going to raise with inflation. With that being said, the economy with 10.7 million available jobs, when those start getting filled, you're going to see a pretty robust and hot economy. They're already having good earning numbers and stuff, and the economy is actually, despite being in a pandemic, is clipping along at a pretty good pace. And so you're going to see the Fed start to raise interest rates when that comes. Here's another article for you from, where did that go? Sorry about that. From Kiplinger, that they're anticipating that the rise in the 10-year Treasury will go from, the 10-year mortgage rates will go from 2.9 to 3.3 in just early next year. So in like about 6 months, they're thinking about a 0.4% change in interest rates. So I did some calculations before this. In order for you to have a $2,000 a month payment at 3% interest, that lets you now, in today's interest rate environment, borrow $474,000. If we get a raise to 4% interest rate to keep that same $2,000 a month payment, you're only going to be able to borrow about $419,000. So about like $55,000 of buying power is gone just by a raise in interest rates. And so the forecast for those interest rates to go up is likely a 0.4 in order, according to Kiplinger, and could continue to go as the economy gets hotter. The Fed will need to try and cool it down. They will raise interest rates in order to prevent people from borrowing too much. They don't want that much money going back and forth into the system, because that creates even more inflation. So they'll raise rates in order to cool it down, to slow inflation down, and when they do, mortgage rates will rise and your buying power will be less. So that house that you were thinking is going to come down in price is actually going to cost you more per month to buy it if the interest rates rise. So and then the last reason, I think the fourth reason, would be that we just don't have loose credit terms right now like we had in 2007, 2008. You really need to be a strong buyer in order to get a house. 1 in 5 homes is paid for with cash. Lots of homes are 20% plus down payment. If you've got bad credit, you need a really strong income and a really large down payment to get a house. That was not the case in 2007, 2008, when anybody, you have three categories that you need to get a loan. You need good credit, you need monthly income, and you need a down payment, some sort of money. Now, if you're lacking any of those, like let's say you don't have a down payment, you have to have the income and credit in order to offset that one item that's not doing so hot. Back in 2007, 2008, you didn't need any of those three. You just needed to state your income, breathe on a mirror, and sign some loan documents, and you bought yourself a house. It's difficult for even good credit people to get a home in this market, especially with competing bids and people paying cash and people having large down payments. We just don't see the loose credit. I don't see that as a catalyst for causing home prices to drop. So what is left in order to kind of make this crash happen? I guess a pandemic, although we've been in one for about a year and a half, and we seem to be doing just fine as far as housing prices goes. So I'm not sure what other catalyst. Maybe if the economy collapses, if they continue to print and the currency goes down so much that you have hyperinflation, then you might see something like that. But I just don't see it. I've got 4 reasons that I've just outlined for you. Just an undersupply, inflation driving prices up, interest rates staying down for now, and then a lack of a catalyst, if you will. There's no loose credit or anything like that. Plus, maybe number 5, this administration was around in 2007, 2008. They know how to prevent the foreclosures. They got all those stimulus stuff that they do. They've already done foreclosure moratoriums through the pandemic. They will not let another foreclosure crisis happen. They'll find ways to put moratoriums in place, do whatever they need to do to keep people in their homes this time around and avoid that at all costs. So I just don't see that crash. If you're writing off these higher prices, thinking that you're going to have a buying opportunity coming up, I want you to pay close attention to interest rates, because a spike in those or even a mild increase can hurt your buying power. And if prices continue to go up, then you're going to be priced out. So that's what I've got for you. Thanks a lot for watching. If you've got questions, get a hold of me, any comments or whatever. I'd love to help you get into a house. I think now is a good time to buy. Thanks a lot for watching.